What is up, y'all? It's your girl Brand New, and I'm back in the building. This time, honey, I am back for part 3 of Porsha Loves Bad Boys, the series, honey. Now, we all have heard the part where Kordell was controlling, and then we found out in the first part that Porsha is a little special, okay, and she doesn't make the right choices in men, and she's still doing the same shit with Dennis, okay? I like Porsha, but I see Porsha going down the wrong road, okay? And those are her own words. But we never really heard Kordell's side of the story. Some of us did, and, some of us didn't, but I want to play Kordell's side of the story of them getting a divorce, and how that all came into fruition, because I would like to know. I already know, but I really want to know. So I want to play this interview with Kordell and get his side, because we remember that Porsha found out that he was breaking up with her and wanted a divorce on Twitter. So let's hear his side, honey, and hear it really clearly.
That's going on.
Right.
Whether it be my wife still today on paper running her mouth, saying things that she's saying about she found out about the divorce on Twitter, to the mama being on the show, which I don't watch the show, Atlanta Housewives, saying that I only saw my wife one time at the hospital once when we had our miscarriage. Now, when it comes to the Twitter thing, my wife has said to me many times, after coming home 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning,
right,
maybe 4 in the morning, because she's trying to hustle like the Nenes of the world and everybody.
Everybody wants to be Nene.
Everybody wants to be Nene. And so
I don't think everybody wants to be Nene. The girl wanted some independence, She wanted to be able to provide for herself. And she did not want you controlling her with your money. And that is what these type of men do, these provider types. All of that providing and shit, that comes with a price, okay? And a lot of times they just want you at home tending to kids. They don't want you out at the club, making money. You know what I'm saying? Doing appearances. He didn't want her expanding her horizons. He didn't want that. He just wanted a little simple life for her where she shops and eats off his dime. But my issue with Kordell is this. I think if you wanted a particular wife, you should never have allowed Porsha to come on a Real Housewives of Atlanta. What the hell was you thinking by agreeing to do this show? Like, what did you think was going to happen? You're not going to get what you want, by letting her be on this show. Most of the women, they may come on here as a housewife, but we have seen so many people break up, get their independence, get their money together. So, that's a risk you have to be willing to take, and he wasn't willing to take that risk because he didn't want Porsha to have any independence.
my thing is, after a couple of times of it happening and me not knowing, because I'm at work,
right,
my hours, 2 to 6.
Right.
When you do a brand new station, do you ever go home directly?
No, you got to stay after. You got to do post-show meeting. You got to talk about the next day. It's not like you're out. You think you do 4 hours and you bounce.
Okay, so you're building your brand at 9290 Game is what we were doing over at Terry Fox as our PD on that side. And so, through all that, I'll get home or whatever, and my son would say, when mom's not there, is mommy coming home? Or did she make it home yet? I say she'll be home in a little bit. She's out doing her thing.
And he's talking about Porsha.
Yeah, talking about Porsha.
Right.
And so we wake up the next morning. My son would ask me, did mommy make it home? I said, yeah, she's sleeping.
Right.
So when my son asked me these few times,
do y'all see he is such a manipulator? He's trying to put it off on his son. No, nigga, that's what you was thinking. You was thinking, where is Porsha? She should have her ass in this house. Okay, we done seen a little music video that Porsha done did on YouTube. Y'all done seen it. And that man that was controlling and abusive in that music video on YouTube, That was Kordell. Okay, that was pretty much her relationship with Kordell playing out. What was the name of that song? Flatline. Pretty good song.
I have to figure out, how do I make him understand what's going on? He doesn't deserve to have to deal with that.
Right.
When there's two
Using his son again. Negro, please.
parents in the home. If anything, we should be eating dinner together, finding a way to get it done, or making sure that when the kid goes to bed, that you can go in there and check on the kid and say,
Kiss him goodnight.
Kiss him goodnight.
Right.
Even if it's 3 a.m, you still give him a kiss so he can open his eyes and feel your presence.
No doubt.
I had to deal with that as a kid. My mom passed away at 11. My dad did it. He did it the right way.
Okay.
I have custody of my kid. It's my obligation as a dad, as a parent, to make sure that my baby is good.
Right.
And I say my because you see where it is today. If I say the other half, it's not during her part to even call and check on the kid. Not even being concerned about it.
Right.
It's not her child. Yes, she is a stepmom, but that boy is mainly your son. You know what I'm saying? When y'all get divorced and y'all break up and y'all having issues, that child will always be your child, Kordell, but it's not Porsha's child. It's not her biological child. So she don't owe that child nothing. I'm sorry, she don't. You made that baby with a woman. Where's that boy's mother? That's his mother, not Porsha. She just a stepmom. And I'm not at all saying that as a stepmother, you guys, you can't be, somebody's mother. But in a situation like this, where the man is controlling and they getting ready to break up, nigga, that's your son. You tend to him, okay?
And so when you have all that in place and I ask the question, hey, what's the deal? Why you coming home? What's going on? What do you mean?
Right.
I'm grown. I do what I want to do.
That's a quote?
That's a quote from Porsha, from my wife. And so when that happened, I'm kind of messed up a little bit because I ain't never had this gangster talk to me from my woman before, from the standpoint of you doing your thing, but it's supposed to be about the household.
Right.
Because you got to remember, Ryan, I played the game of football for the Steelers for many years. And I've been through my trial and error through the game of football, ups and downs, rumors, all that crazy stuff.
Right.
And when I was done playing the game, I said I wanted to make sure when I was done, the monies that I've made, I want to inject that into my family to be.
Right.
I had a son already. Cyrus been here. Porsha came on the scene. She married into the Stewart family.
No doubt.
I didn't marry into the Williams family.
See, he has no respect for her. He has no respect for her. He talking about her like he did her a big favor. Man, come on.
Right.
That's her people.
Right.
She married into the Stewart's family. So when I went out my way to make sure that we were situated, we were good as if I was still playing the game because I was capable of purchasing cash, my house for my family.
Right.
When you come out of your mouth and show that type of disrespect, you don't know how much that burned me up inside. To know that I've always been about team concepts all my life.
Right.
Whether it be my family, whether it be my teammates from the age of 7, all the way until I was, 34, 35 years old playing the National Football League. I'm all about everybody pulling their weight. Everybody doing their part. And the person that actually may suffer if no one pulls their weight is the child.
Right.
And so when my wife tells me she does what she want to do because she's out doing what she's doing, for whatever reason she chooses to do it, when I allow Bravo in the house, I went against the grain of who I am and what I represent.
He did. I just told y'all. What did I tell y'all? Why would you allow your wife that you want to be pretty much a stay-at-home mother? You want her to just cook and clean. You want this traditional housewife. Once she goes on Real Housewives of Atlanta, all of that is out the window. Nene started out like that, and we see where Nene's career is now. You're never going to be able to just be that on Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's way too many opportunities. And Porsha would have been a damn fool to not really expound upon them opportunities. Who the hell wouldn't take advantage of all them opportunities that's on Real Housewives of Atlanta? Who the hell, come on.
I'm private. and I like I had to compromise everything about my manhood from the standpoint of, okay, I'm going to let these people in, let my wife do what she do, and that's it.
Right, but as we talked to Kordell Stewart, the day that you were outside the window and she came on to the show when I was in the afternoon, the very first day, I said to her, this is going to change your marriage. And people who are listening to the show, remember that. I said to that, I said, I don't understand why people get married and do these shows. And it, from the moment she went from like 2,000 followers to 80,000 and like once the show aired.
But it didn't take, for me, it was going on before all that.
Okay. So with the show comes back on Sunday.
Yeah.
And when they taped it last week, I got a mysterious text message. And they were like, hey, Porsha's in here talking real reckless about Kordell. And I said, okay, I'm not, I know everybody involved. Let's just see how this all plays out. And then it airs. Why is she playing this card about questioning your sexuality? And why have you waited so long to talk about it? Did you think that it was going to go away?
Well, first, let me respond to that. Those rumors that I got arrested for lewd acts in the park. One, I never got arrested. Mm-hmm. I don't have a record in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
It went from one park to another park. I got arrested from one place. I've never been arrested in that state nor that city. Mm-hmm. As an African American in the game of football at that time,
right,
and how I was being scrutinized at that position, making millions of dollars in Pittsburgh,
right,
an Italian town, German, Polish,
right.
The last black quarterback that was in that city was Joe Gilliam. They ran him off for Terry Bradshaw.
Okay.
I wasn't going to allow me to, not one, make my money, keep my job, let alone indulge into a rumor that was not true about me. And so I said, as you mentioned, oh, that's no big deal.
But why would you keep having all these issues through the years, Kordell, with, what is that man's name? Andrew Caldwell. And, why is all these different situations popping up? Like, there were other situations, you guys, and it's just like, where there is some smoke, there is some fire. I don't think anybody wants you to be gay, Kordell. Like, that's not something we want to believe. We just keep hearing these different stories. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, we don't never hear that Martin Lawrence is gay. Okay, I ain't never heard that Michael Jordan is gay. Charles Barkley. I ain't never heard of these random men being gay. I've never heard, any type of funny story about them or anything like that. But why do we keep hearing it about you? Because you ain't being completely honest, okay?
The flyover. It's like barbershop talk. Because I got the phone call at my house on a Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Said, Kordell, man, what you doing? I'm like, I'm at home watching. At this time, it was Thomas Crown Affair in my basement. I tell you, I remember it vividly.
You remember the day.
I remember he got caught. The conversation was, I got arrested for lewd acts with a transvestite in the park. That was the rumor that was started about me. And I said, man, whatever.
Yeah.
Time goes on. I'm not even consumed with it because my psyche don't have time to deal with that, man.
So she says on the show that she asked you about this. She asked you about it.
No, she never asked me. When I was dating my wife, I would say maybe 2 to 3 weeks into our relationship. Mm-hmm. You were staying over at a condo. I said, I want to talk to you about something real quick if you don't mind. I said, we having fun and, we like each other and we're about to move forward in this relationship. And I'm like, I just want you to know there were rumors about me way back in the day.
So you brought it up?
I did, because I wanted her to know so she don't get caught off guard with the foolishness and people start seeing us getting serious or whatever. Mm-hmm. She said, well, I heard about it. My brother kind of mentioned some stuff because her brother thought I was married. I mean, I had all kind of stuff about me. I married the head coach's daughter in Colorado and had babies for her. And I was supposedly married to my sons. I never was married before I met my wife, nor were those rumors true. So when she responded to me, she's like, I heard, no big deal. I know a lot of guys who are gay. I said, no. That don't have nothing to do with me.
Right. Did Porsha say that? I know a lot of guys that are gay. That damn Porsha, honey. She's funny.
Telling you about a rumor that was out, that's floating around about me before you get caught up into this relationship and find it's out from the backside or sideswiped or whatever.
I don't know if you want to say from the backside.
Well, I mean, you know,
See, he telling on himself.
You've always taken the high road. This is what the devil's advocate is saying for this. There is no storyline for Porsha Stewart at this point.
Zero.
She was the one who was married to an actual athlete, and she was the one who was married. So that gave her a Real Housewife title.
Yeah.
That is now no longer going to be true. You and I have...
Shit, Porsha then blew the hell up on that show. Okay, our girl is collecting them checks. Okay, Porsha then had her own special. Okay, Dennis, he ain't shit, but she got the baby she always wanted. Okay, Porsha then came up. Now, she engaging in some foolishness right now with Dennis. But I'm just, hopefully, you guys, I'm praying that she will get up out of that. I'm praying. I really am. I'm praying for Porsha. But, you know, Porsha has really turned her life around. And I'm sure Kordell is like, damn, that girl, she ambitious. She getting all types of businesses going and stuff. Damn, I wish I would have acted the right way. Well, maybe he ain't thinking like that because he's just a controlling asshole. Period, honey. Okay?
Have talked about this. You, even with all the foolishness before this episode aired, wanted, and I want everybody in Atlanta to listen to this part, because I need you to verify this to be true. You wanted to go to counseling. You thought about reconciliation. You wanted to save your marriage. True or not true?
True.
Even after all of that foolishness. Why?
When you say your vows, better for worse, sickness and health, till death do you part. At that time when I did file for divorce, because I didn't want to do this, I had no choice.
Right.
When your wife look you in your face and tell you to file for divorce, and the only reason she's not filing is because she don't have the money and she don't have nothing to lose, are you kidding me? These $3+ million I done put into this wedding and this house and got a mama and everybody in it. A brother come into the house with all his kids and my son wants to have a birthday party and you say he can't have a birthday party because you're uncomfortable? Are you kidding me?
Wow.
And when you tell me you're uncomfortable,
that don't even sound right. Man, stop lying.
Got all these Bravo folk walking through my house, people I don't know, makeup artists. All these different kind of people coming to my house, and my baby, the kid who lives here in this house.
It's his house.
His house.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Right.
You got your brother, your nephew, your nieces jumping off the rafters, off the rooftop into the swimming pool, doing somersaults, jumping from the staircase, everything. Having a good time with my son in the house. But all he wanted was a birthday party. And what you say to me and his mom, who I'm in conversations with about our kid.
Right.
He doesn't live, this is not his house, this is my house. He just lives here. He can't have a birthday party here.
That's what she said to you.
Bruh, I had to go to the Super Bowl in New Orleans. And my son's mom texted me before I left and asked a question. Is it okay if Sire has his birthday party at the house? Because he asked, could he?
Right.
Or could we do it at Sky Zone, which is the jumpy jump.
The trampoline.
The trampoline craziness,
Right.
the foolishness. And so I say foolishness, I'm getting too old for all that. But, and so I said, look, I'll talk to Porsha. I'll have Porsha give you a call. And y'all hash it out. Let the women take care of this for the baby.
Right.
For the kid. I got to go to work.
I got it.
So I leave. I'm going to New Orleans for the week. I come back on Sunday. I'm coming to work on Monday. Now, mind you, Porsha never called me and mentioned anything to me about this. I know nothing about the
You guys, I just feel like he's lying. It just doesn't sound right. And if you care so much about your damn child, you would have took off work and you would have made sure your son had the party that he's always wanted at y'all house. That's what you should have did. Y'all heard what he said. I figure I let the women take care of it. You know, I don't like men like that. He's very misogynistic. I don't like them type of men.
I'm saying, honestly, I really forgot because I figured it was handled.
Right.
I come back and I'm on my way to work and I get the text. She says, so let me let you know from the mom, from my son's mom, let me let you know what we need for Sky Zone. I said, how many kids are coming? I'm just kind of following along with the text.
Right.
I said, about 15, 20 kids. I said, hold on, I had to call her. I said, what do you mean Sky Zone? I said, did you and Porsha talk about
the house?
The house and
right.
all this damn yard. I bought all this to have to do this here.
Right.
Every once in a while. Not every week like the family coming, the in-laws
Her
coming.
family.
Okay. So the conversation was, I'm uncomfortable. Sorry I can't have the old friends and her, meaning Cyrus' mom at the house, along with his new friends and their parents at all that house. And so I'm like, hold up, time out. You mean to tell me that you're uncomfortable with Cyrus having his birthday party at the house, but you got Bravo? You got your mama, you got your brother, you got your grandma, you got your aunt, you got ministers, you got everybody coming to the house. But my son can't have a birthday party at his own crib? This was my question to her.
Okay.
I said, let me tell you something. I said, I'm gonna make sure you understand what's happening. My baby gonna have a birthday party at this house, whether you want to deal with this or not, because this is foolishness. For you to say this is not his house, this is your house,
right.
He just lives here? Dude, now you're playing with my son. Now you're playing with my kid, and that's just too much.
All right, the show airs, and she makes these allegations. At the end of the day, here on November 5th, do you still love Porsha?
I have love in my heart to what I remembered about Porsha. But I love her so much to where she is, she's going to stay. She's not coming back over here. There's nothing here for her to get or I want at all.
So was that the final straw for her to go on?
He go cry in the car, honey. Okay? Porsha don't want nothing to do with you. You controlling ass, manipulative, misogynistic ass bastard. You could stay right where you at. She don't want nothing to do with you. Okay?
On this national television show in front of millions of people and make these allegations.
No, that wasn't the final straw. The final straw was every bit of 3 or 4 months before I filed. And what really was the straw that broke the camel's back?
Yeah, please let me know. Let Atlanta know.
When my son, at the end of all the foolishness I just gave you,
right?
When my son couldn't have his birthday party at his house, man, and knowing that this is my son, I have custody of him.
But this goes against the controlling rumors, though, Kordell, because the rumors were out there that you were very controlling. We saw episodes, the whole...
Yeah, when you go hold him to task about his damn behavior. I don't like this damn interviewer, you guys. He's biased as hell. Obviously a friend of Kordell's. Child, please. We damn near at the end of the interview, and now you want to hold him to task for his damn behavior. Okay,
Vegas episode where Kordell is very controlling. So how does that doesn't make any sense?
That episode was where my wife asked me or mentioned to me more or less that they were getting ready to go to LA and Vegas.
Right.
Now mind you, I knew what's going on with the show.
Yeah.
We got a Vegas trip and LA trip coming. Okay, cool. Gave her some cash, let her go. She went. Not take the word out let, because there'll be some women on this radio station.
Yeah. Y'all hear how he telling on himself, how controlling he is?
Very controlling.
It sounds real controlling right there, right?
I gave her $4.
To let her, but she went and had a good time. I said, just text me when you get there. Let me know you're good.
All right.
Call me when you get to the room or whatever.
This is what I want to do. I want to reiterate, because you talked about this yesterday, and I listened to the show. Never, nobody gonna come out with no pictures, no video, no nothing, because Prince said it.
No.
Y'all hear that? He gotta steadily ask this grown-ass man, is he gay? Because they keep hearing stories about him.
I promise you, on my life, in everything that I'm a part of, including my son and my father, who's no longer here, that has never happened, nor will anything ever come up.
All right, you guys, that concludes part 3 of the Porsha Loves Bad Boys series. Okay, I will see you all for part 4. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out later.